Ahoyo, spooky crew. Sorry, Captain's running a little late today. So we took a poll recently, and a bunch of y'all said you'd like to see some podcast content. So me and my best bro got together and did just that for you guys. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we had a ton of technical problems getting this up and running, but we finally got it working. So if this is something you're into, be sure to like this video and leave some comments down below. We haven't picked a name yet, so if you have any suggestions, we're also open to those. We'll be taking a poll soon to kind of let you guys decide what you want to call it. Anyways, let's get into it. Action.
Hey, welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to the show, everybody. First episode. Appreciate everybody being here. We didn't just spend the last 2 hours getting all this set up. We sat right down.
Came right in. Very professional.
Works perfectly.
Love the setup here. Came in, sat down, started rolling.
That's exactly how it happened. Today's video brought to you by Not Canon.
Not Canon.
Not Canon.
It's not going to be Canon today, guys. Sorry. You don't get this sponsorship.
It took way too long.
That took 2 hours of my life.
Holy fuck. So, if you don't know, I am Captain Sven. I'm a photographer and videographer. Sitting across from me, the emo Super Saiyan, Bulkin Snorlax.
It's me, Bulkin Snorlax.
That's him.
Lift weights, but they're nowhere near as heavy as my emotion.
So, what's this? Heavy. We're getting right into it then, huh?
Let's talk about it. The pressure. No. We want to have fun.
So we took a poll, and some of you guys wanted to see some really long form content. That's going to be my first voice crack of the night. Those will get more frequent as we go along, I'm sure.
It helps if you already have a high voice like myself.
Yeah.
Yes, I know this large exterior before you looks very intimidating, and then the voice that comes out is very nice and chill. But it's a stereotype I'm trying to break. Big dudes can have the softer voices, bro. It's okay.
You're doing great. Just smashing through that glass ceiling.
Breaking
Voice stereotypes.
I'm sorry, I sound like this.
That's how he really sounds.
That's actually my voice. I'm bringing it way down for the podcast.
You're doing good. I can't even tell.
Yeah, no, very convincing. I'm good at what I do. This ain't my first rodeo.
Is it not? I've never actually been to the rodeo.
It's my second.
Follow. I feel inexperienced.
It's okay. I'll show you the ropes.
Okay. There are ropes in rodeo. See?
Of course.
They're going to kick me out of Texas for that. You watch.
Yeah. Not even from Texas, and I know that there's definitely a rope in rodeo. But yeah, so I'm Bulkin Snorlax. I didn't really do a whole intro, but I am Sven's bro, and
That's bros for
and I've done podcasts before, and they're really fun, and I like long form content like this versus like social media right now, so I'm just kind of rolling with it, and so far so good.
You like dancing on TikTok?
It's not for me.
No, really doing dumb shit?
It's just, I did,
Yeah.
but then, I don't know, I didn't feel authentic to myself.
I get it.
I can't just be jumping on those trends.
That's what most of these fools know me for, is doing dumb shit on the daily.
Yeah.
Every day for like 2 months now. Holy fuck.
Yeah, but the difference is your content is funny, consistent.
Cringe funny. I try to get in between the two.
You gotta get some of those dad jokes.
Oh, you know it.
Not me.
Daddy Egoth. I have to have the dad jokes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So what are we gonna talk about?
What are we gonna
talk about? What is the name of this podcast?
We didn't decide on a name. I said Spooky Bros. What did you say?
I said the Goth Daddy Podcast.
Goth Daddy Podcast, Spooky Bros Podcast. We'll let them vote on it. We'll put up a poll. You guys can choose the name, because we're not super attached to the name, but we like giving y'all choices.
Nothing really about labels.
No, just beyond labels. So on the podcast, we're going to talk about some of our adventures we've been through. We have a lot of commonality: photography, videography, tattoos, wearing black, dripping out, just tripping.
But yeah, me and Sven have worked together on photo shoots. We've traveled together, like He's my bro. Like, we've taught each other a lot in photography, and he's definitely, like, doing some really good work right now. Super good. So good. He's got his angles, he's got his lighting, even though it's with a Canon.
Oh, I know. I'll switch to Sony one day.
Sony, come to the dark side.
Is it the dark? I feel like Canon's the dark side these days. The dinosaur brand.
Dinosaur. The Rebel T6i or whatever.
We'll just retire that thing and it'll be the webcam when it works.
It couldn't even be the webcam.
So y'all didn't see this before, but we were trying to run my really expensive camera as the video podcast camera, and it cropped it into like here. It was terrible. Oh look, now the screensaver's up, so we can't see ourselves.
And reference myself anymore. I was gonna get it real close for it because we had to get super close for the crop, and then it just wasn't gonna work because I just can't be like this. I mean,
You want to be close to
I mean, I love being this close.
It's a little warm.
But yeah, that fire is burning. It's getting hot. Shout out to Sven for bringing out the fire.
I can bring out the ambiance, right? People get bored. They're gonna sit here and watch us. They need some moving stuff in background.
Yeah, the neurodivergents that need to have like 3 different.
Indies, we're here for you. We got stuff in the background. We got the night over here.
Alright, the flame moves, so you can fixate on that a little bit. I'm kind of jittery. I like to move around a little bit. So there should be enough here for you, but please have on your background YouTube videos or playing your Switch. You know, I'm sure you're doing something else while listening, or maybe you're just watching us because maybe we're not that bad to look at.
So if you are playing Switch, I hope you're having fun.
Absolutely.
Because we have one. I never get to play it.
I don't have a Switch anymore, but I do love to play Switch.
Shoot's fun.
Yeah.
I do love Pokemon. I never have time to play games anymore. We're doing all this.
Yeah, we're doing podcasts.
Working hard.
Yeah, working like different streams of revenue, multiple jobs, just hustling.
So you gotta do it. Here in Austin, Texas, you gotta be hustling. Or
You're not going to be able to afford your rent.
No, absolutely not. It's South by right now, so all the good paying jobs are in town right now.
Oh, yeah.
I told you about this will come out later. I'm doing a Tetris event tomorrow. It's like a big interactive walkthrough Tetris thing that Apple's putting on. Yeah. So I'm just like shoving people through the line, and they're paying me $35 an hour to...
I'm so jealous. I've been playing Tetris Attack.
Oh, yeah!
Like, a lot. And so I've got a lot of Tetris on the mind right now.
Dude, I'm interested to see. I went in there today. It's at the Highball.
Yeah.
Where I did all those sideshow gigs.
Oh, yeah.
So it was weird walking in there and seeing like, dude, there's like a whole crew of people in black and like flight cases half the size of my 4Runner. And they're just unloading millions of dollars worth of
blocks.
LED screens. Yeah, just the Tetris blocks.
Yeah. They're big.
They're huge, man. You don't really get a sense of scale when they're on the screen, but they're giant.
They can crush you.
So they're doing that and like a light bright wall, and all the South by people are out there with their lanyards today, and I think I couldn't.
I would not be down there right
That was awkward. It was like, I'm here to work the event, and they're like, oh yeah, you don't need a lanyard, just like go around. I'm like, I live here. I'm a local.
You just put on that construction vest and a clipboard, you can get in anywhere.
Excuse me, so that'll be interesting. I gotta get up and do that tomorrow after we film this.
Absolutely. You think you're gonna get up as if we're going to sleep?
Totally not. I gotta film short form and YouTube intros after this, and just balls to the wall with this video stuff tomorrow.
My puppy I gotta feed, and I gotta go to sleep because I gotta work tomorrow.
You work early. I'm gonna be there till 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing this.
Hell yeah.
Dude, yeah, like these people are awesome.
Yeah.
We're building the coolest little community.
It's been the highlight of my week so far, just like being able to come out and do fun long form content for people that just want to see us talk.
Dude, I appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, it would be me talking to myself, and that's never fun.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you do it on camera, it would be kind of weird.
Yeah. I could put a mirror there, but even there,
Oh, no, you don't want to talk to your mirror self.
not anymore than I already do.
Sparking.
Dude, speaking of fans, they got fan mail today. I got my first fan mail. And they sent me this little necklace, and there's a matching choker for Hex, and like little buttons to put on stuff. It's porcelain.
I love it.
This girl hand makes them in Canada, and she shipped it all the way down here. She just randomly messaged me and was like, "Hey, can I send you stuff?" And I'm like, "Yes, please, absolutely."
Heck yeah, shout out to her.
Right? Shout out to Ariel, I believe it was. I hope I'm not pronouncing that wrong. Thank you so much. This shit is dope.
I like it.
And also, if you're like a gift-giving person, I'm never going to ask y'all for stuff, but that's something you're into. I'll make sure to put like P.O. Box address in the description and on all my profiles, I guess.
Yeah.
No one goes to the website.
Do unboxings.
Yeah, I love
never
doing
know
it. I
what's
filmed an
gonna be in
unboxing today for it. It was super fun.
See? Yeah.
I love that shit.
Look at it. And now you're wearing it. It's a good piece.
Thank you.
I only brought the beads today because I decided to go to the gym last minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta have your Kuma beads. in the
Yeah,
gym.
I couldn't have them in there. They're too powerful. I wore them to Ren Fair,
Yeah.
and like just normal, like street garb, just like my black button ups and black Levi's, and then my Kuma beads. But like everyone was stopping me and they're like, "I love your beads." I'm like,
Because they're sick.
"What are those beads made of?" And I said, "Mahogany." And then of course, like they're so big that like everyone's always like, "Are those anal beads?"
You do have the biggest beads of anybody I know. Just putting that out there.
I got it.
Mine are tiny.
I gotta rock big energy, big beat energy.
They get
All
it.
about it.
Mine are just so I remember that I exist. Just constant noise. I still hear.
Practice patience
Yeah.
and gratitude.
Kelton.
Yeah, when I meditate and stuff too, or like when I have to deal with, irate customers and stuff, and it gets, kind of loud. I just gotta be like, okay, I'll be right.
I did that with my Mala, but it broke. It keeps breaking.
Yeah, my last mama broke, and I was so freaked out by it.
Yeah.
It was just like I was just like walking in the gym with them on my neck like this, and then they just burst, and I was just like,
Fuck.
yeah.
So you should work out. Personally, for me, it kind of like symbolizes different epochs in my life.
Yeah.
So it always breaks at like very pivotal moments before or after. And I'm like, so the whole like, oh, here I'm getting esoteric in this podcast already, but like just the act of like tying all those beads slowly and methodically, it takes a lot of focus. So you're like rebuilding up to a point in your life.
Yeah, that's why I saved them too, because like I want to restring them.
Dude, I can show you.
Yeah.
We could do that on the podcast.
I love us just stringing beads, just talking. What are you making?
It takes a while.
Mala.
It takes like 4 hours to do one of those 108 malas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually I've split it up into 2 days or so.
Oh, well, I guess we have 2 days worth of content. Coming at you.
48 hours of mala tying. Welcome.
Welcome. You didn't think you were coming for that. That was going to be much more cryptic.
Come for the looks, stay for the mala tie.
We're making mala.
We would do some stuff like that.
Absolutely. I would love to do something like that. I found a Buddhist temple downtown recently. It's like super big and ornate, and I'm just like waiting to have like the utmost free time to just like pop in and meditate and feel that energy.
Dude, let me know.
Oh yeah.
You're getting big into meditating lately,
I love it.
right?
Yeah. Like it's the only time where I feel like my brain's not moving like constantly. I like to take like 10 minutes in the morning to like just do breath work, and then like it really clears my head, and like I come back so much grateful, ready for the day.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like anyone and everyone should like practice some form of meditation.
Absolutely. You guys need to meditate more. Sit with your thoughts and just feel them and then let them go.
Let them go.
Dude, I got a candle over there, and that's how I do it. I just turn all the lights off and light that candle and put on some, like, meditation music.
Hell yeah.
Just zone out.
Yeah, I have like a little Buddhist like shrine that I built with like my incense, and then I just light like one that's like usually about 15 minutes. And I'll just sit there until it burns like all the way out, and then I'm just like, I'm ready. I can take on anything.
Perfect.
Yeah. Meditate.
I definitely feel it on days when I don't meditate. You know, like scattered.
Or yeah, it's also good like distress tolerance. Like if you're like having like a big anxiety thing and you don't have like medication or something, or like you're just having a harder day, just like sitting with your eyes closed, like taking those like 10 deep breaths and just like thinking about the breathing, I think it will help anybody.
Absolutely. We're also not medical doctors, but you should try it.
I have no medical knowledge that I can comfortably advise with.
We cannot give you financial advice. We cannot give you any doctor or health advice.
Really pretty.
Legal advice. I'm not really pretty.
Well, not very smart.
You're pretty enough to get away with it, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty privilege.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
And you're tall. Damn. Tall privilege. Life's hard, huh?
It's hard out here. It's so hard out here being like a little tall and just, you know, focusing on the green a little bit. It's so hard in there, you know. How about it? It's hard.
Oh, man. So you remember when we met? We want to tell that story because that's pretty funny.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We can talk about that. So me and Hex were running our downstairs is really big, and we were running it kind of like a bootleg photo studio. And you guys came over, and I remember when you came through my front door, barely fitting through it.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is this? Walking into my studio, dripping this hard.
They were like, oh, we're going to this studio today. It's pretty cool. And I saw some pictures from them, like, all right, what's the vibe? And they're like, oh, like, they're a friend of a friend. They're real cool, though. And I walk in, and it's, like, all goth interior. And, like, I think you were at the top of the stairs. And, like, you were, like, you had your long robot and, like, your hair down. I was like, who's this motherfucker? Dripping so hard. I'm entering his space like with just my single camera setup, like nervous because like this dude knows lighting, because like all your lighting had already been like set up.
Yeah, we already had
saved, like, so I didn't have to think about lighting. And I was like, thank God, like already better than like some of the studios I've been to.
Some of the studios around here are not good.
Yeah, I won't name names.
Not gonna name names. A lot of them closed down.
Yeah.
People are not good.
No, actually, the fact that you're running such a good studio out of your space kind of speaks to us a little bit. Even though we have so many good photographers here.
We do. A lot of photographers. And the problem is everybody thinks they're a photographer around here.
I don't know if
I'm a photographer. I'm a model.
I get paid for photography.
Not knocking anybody, but goddamn, there's too many photographers in this town.
I mean, I love the artisticness of it, but I don't. Oh, it's so hard to not just say things. Like, just seeing people with like 5K setups, you know, with no light settings, or just Ron showing pictures, and you're just like, well, that's a picture.
Don't get me started, because I work at that one like photo rehearsal studio, and I frequently have guys come in and they'll have $10,000 worth of kit with them, and they can't read to me their shutter speed. They're in there trying to shoot with our flashes, which they don't go over like 1/160. There's no high speed sync, and they're like,
I set my camera to A.
yeah, A. Gotcha.
Okay. No wonder you don't know what shutter speed is.
But I try to help. I like helping people. I'd kind of like to do some photo teaching on the channel eventually.
I love people that are like willing to learn and take the information. I feel like my experience when I've talked to other photographers is more so like I just want to gear drop a little bit and like talk about when they run and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like I run a really simple basic setup, so like seeing all the extra stuff that people can bring around and stuff is really cool to see. But I think you could get away with a really good picture with a lot less. And
Oh, absolutely. I'm constantly jealous of the shots you bang out with. You're so fun.
it's all about Lightroom.
I know.
With your light, we are really good with the lighting. I get angles because I was like doing it so often, and I just like learned it through trial and error. 2 years of like constant work, like every other week at least, like in editing. Like it just, the more you, with any skill, the more you do it, the better you get. So
True.
if you are an aspiring photographer and you want to get better, just go out and take pictures and then go into Lightroom and mess with them. Have fun and then learn your own like style, because then once you get your own style, then it gets like super fun. I think like I was talking to you about like a project I want to do with the current season in Austin. And
Regards to you. And
yeah, I think that would be a fun project.
a couple more weeks after South by.
Yay,
Schedule open.
we can just, they're everywhere, so
Get them down.
we can just pop it off the side of the road.
It was a straight pose.
Yeah. And then we can put it on the fire and show people. We'll do our own edits and see, and we can talk about it. I think it'll be cool, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything more than that.
No.
I think it'll be fun, though.
I'm a surprise.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm getting kind of mad though at how good my phone takes photos now. Half the shoots I've been out on with Hex lately, like my camera's an extra.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, are you taking pictures of the big camera?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I wanted to."
And then you got the light, too. That mobile light has been killer for you. Like, you took that really good shot of Hex and Melissa at the hangout with the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that was just a one-off, too,
I know.
when Melissa was down. By the way, Hex Hypoxia and Melissa Drew, if you're not following them, go follow them right now.
Add an edit right here.
We're going to put them right up here.
Photo that I was talking about.
Go follow them.
Look at it. We can edit things, post.
Yeah.
And you would never know. It just
The magic of editing. But yeah, I like got down, I assumed the position, you know how it is. You get real low, take the photos of the ladies, and they're like, I don't know, like it's kind of dark, and like you don't have to do that. And I'm like, please trust me, like let me try this, and just like banged it out, and it looks good, right?
I liked
Thank
it.
you.
For just a little, with the light add-on, it looks really good.
Dude, love it. And those little lights work more than like 80, 90 bucks a piece. They're super affordable.
It's pretty good, and you didn't have to spend $10K to get it.
No. Although I probably would. Yeah. You know, right? No, I'd go to an R5 just because I would do that.
No.
I'd have to get into Sony if I had that kind of play money.
Come on over.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna too. I'm getting Zach. I'm gonna do another setup with Sony. We'll have some fun with it. I'm sure we can do something. It'll be dope.
If we can't, we should just quit because that's good kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's workhorse. I'm talking about I shoot with the Sony A7 III, just not the R. I don't need it.
Dude, you don't even have the R? I thought you did.
Nah, I just got the A7 III.
We was baller. I never know.
And that camera, if you're going to be like a, I don't know, model photographer or car photographer, anything where you gotta use like natural light and pull like a lot of dark shots, I really like their ISO.
Yeah.
It's like you can go shoot really dark and still pull a lot of information from those photos and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's, I don't know. I shot Panasonic first.
Yeah.
And I like their cameras a lot too, but I just haven't seen anything else like Sony be able to pull dark images like that.
Same. That's something I struggle with my Canon is like dark shadows. It
Yeah.
does not like it. And shooting all that live stuff, it's real hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Even with a big wide aperture on there, I'll sit down to edit and I'm like, there's so much noise in these photos.
With that job we did at Mohawk, those came out fantastic. It was dark in there.
It was dark as fuck. Yes. Dude, that video turned out awesome.
Oh yeah, that was like a great like venue and show. Like your friend's band, right?
Yeah. As Day Eater. We'll also put Day Eater at the top. I just added it all in. If you saw a video from that like rock show we did, that was mostly this guy. I just did the photos.
I did a little bit. It was such a vibe though. They sounded amazing live, and like the crowd was all about it. Like was a really fun show
yeah.
for something that would just bang out on like a Friday night.
Dude, one of those clips made into the intro that's going to play right before this video.
Hey. We're so good at this. Look at us. You wouldn't think that this was our first episode with just all the crazy cool things we've been able to throw in here.
I'm wondering when this is going to come out, because I still have like 2 vlogs I got to edit and put those out.
So I didn't say any dates. This is evergreen. This should come out like, I'm not going to name dates now.
No.
I'm just going to keep
What
it
day
evergreen.
is it? You have no idea.
I can tell you that is a Wednesday, but that doesn't mean anything. You don't have any other information. Good luck.
So we're going to try and keep these up. Probably do one, probably once a month at least.
Once a month would be good.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if they get like, you know, obviously more thirsty or like they like what we do here, we could bump it up to twice a month. Maybe. Get ourselves. We're both very busy.
We're very busy
But
dudes.
I can make time for you.
We made time for you.
Absolutely.
This is fun. We don't get to hang out.
I know, this is really just an excuse for us to hang out, really, with a camera in front, like, because, again, you have, like, a lot going on.
It's a lot. And I'm trying to take on even more.
Yeah.
You're a crazy person.
I'm riding that wave. You're doing it. You're killing it.
Thank you.
Just keep doing it.
Dude, it just kind of happened. I don't know, like, I wanted to hate Reels and TikTok forever, and I took that break from social media last year, and when I came back, I was just like,
Hungry.
let's do it. Let's fucking get it.
Ready to make
And,
content.
I mean, you guys have responded great. I fucking appreciate it. Holy shit.
The girls have been watching it in the background. It's just
It's insane.
got a great fan base. They're funny. They're a little perverted.
Dude, they're the best. I love it.
I like it. I'm here for it.
See, I actually put out a call today. If you guys wanted any questions answered during the podcast, we can get into that.
Yeah, I think I could read them raw because I hadn't seen them, and then I can read them to you. And
Let's see if we got any responses. I posted it kind of late in the day today, and I did one of those not gonna lie prompts to. I shouldn't have done on the same day.
no people up.
Let's see.
This is the segment of the podcast.
How many did we get? We got 300 questions, right?
Yeah. Let's see. We have 2.
We have 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we can read those. We can read those NGL questions too, I guess. If we run out.
Okay. You ready for the first one?
Yeah, let's do it.
The second one's not even a question.
What was the second one? Let's do the first.
Sorry, the first one is, how did you guys meet? And a little fact about you both.
We talked about how we met.
With the initial, yeah. So we didn't even finish it. So I shot what I needed to. It went really well. There was charcuterie. There was snacks. There was good music, good atmosphere, and then afterwards, like, I think you came to show me this setup up here.
Oh, we didn't have this setup going.
Not
yet.
this setup.
In its infancy back then.
Yeah. And we were just like, you're a photographer. And I was like, you're a photographer too.
I think we know what we're gonna do, bro.
Yeah.
We were BFFs before you even left that day.
Oh, bro, we connected
Go, dude.
immediately. We could just like finish each other's sentences because we were in very similar situation, and like just knew like the ins and outs of the industry that we were in, and like it was just like super fast to connect. Like another thing with like the kind of content that we shot and stuff is that sometimes there's a lot of creeps. Photographers, and you kind of gotta vet on a little bit, and I always like try to pick up a vibe on people, and immediately the vibe was there. I was like, this
It's my job, man.
yeah,
Take this seriously.
yeah.
Trying to get
So
the
we just yeah, we've been bros ever since. Like, we know, like, that's in like 2-3 years now.
That's 3 years now.
Yeah,
Where's the fucking time go, y'all?
that's crazy. Wow.
Wow.
What's a little fact about
A
yourself?
little fact about myself. This is funny because it applies to doing photography, but I am partially colorblind.
Wow.
Yeah, and I have visual snow. If you've never seen visual snow, look it up. Maybe I'll edit it in to see what my vision looks like.
Look like if
Yeah,
you
it's just like
reside.
TV static on all of my vision. So none of the like solid colors you see in this room are solid. It's just like snow.
I also I have light static
Yeah.
vision, but not severity, but I consider snow.
So I don't see. I'm constantly hallucinating. That's what I tell people. Technically, it is.
It's kind of true, yeah.
Yeah, there's no cure. And I didn't realize I had it until 25. That was a while later. I'm like, oh, everybody doesn't see like this. Yeah.
Me having to go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I take all right stuff, though, despite it.
Yeah, you do amazing work. What? You say you're colorblind, I'm like,
Partially. I can see colors. It's just probably not
your color grading is really good.
not as much as you can.
as the average.
Yeah, because like I didn't know this either. Because like I assume I can just like see all the colors, but like those colorblind tests they give you when you're in the optometrist.
Yeah.
Like there's a handful of them I can't see the numbers.
The letters in them.
And-
Numbers in them.
Yeah, one of my buddies gave me this test, and like I got to the section where I couldn't read it. And he was like, "You're joking, right? Like you can see those." And I'm like, "No, wait, I don't know what it says."
Can never be a pilot.
Nope, never.
Can't fly.
It sucks because I love planes.
Yeah.
Planes are cool.
No.
Totally different topic. What about you? A little factoid. Come on.
What do I got? It's a little fact about Bulkin Snorlax. I grew up overseas, so that's pretty cool. I grew up in Japan from like most of my childhood for like about 7 years, and then came to Texas. So I feel like it's influenced me a lot because
Has it?
anime tattoos, and now transitioning to just full Japanese bodysuit work. So I'd say it impacted me a little bit. That's a fun fact about me. Get to know me. Do you wanna read the second one?
Yeah, let's do the second one, and I'll spark this up and look at silly.
What do you got there?
What do I got? This is all herbal, legal hemp that we're smoking.
Yeah. That
It's
hemp.
legal in Texas.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
Yep. We also have Delta 8
Yep, Delta 8's alright. It's like
Yeah.
light beer of cannabis.
beer light.
I've actually been puffing on that lately. It's not
Yeah.
too much.
Okay.
It's got the hand to mouth. That's really what it is. It's just that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't like nicotine. Just
Yeah.
that makes me anxious.
I love nicotine. I
You
mean,
know?
because I grew up overseas, like I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 14. I've been on that game for a little bit.
Let's see. Second one. What does the second one say?
The guy in the suit looks like he wants to kill me. I don't even know you.
Probably not.
Probably not. I'm not very aggressive, actually. I'm like more akin to like surfer bro, just in a gym. Like, catch me there, need a spot. I got you, bruh.
You are my chillest bro.
Yeah. I got
Fizz
look
though.
at these beads on, bro. Take these on. The shirt's coming on. Waffles are engorged.
You're in trouble if the beads come off though. That's when it's time to run away.
I'm also running away. I don't like violence. I really just be this big so that people will leave me alone.
That's why I'd be this scary looking.
Exactly. Walk down the street together, like like for that picture that they're referencing. People just stare at us.
It's fun though.
Yeah, it's fine. People part. They let us walk through.
It's fun when we have an entourage too, because people just don't know how to take us sometimes. Which I'm alright with. I'd rather that than actively getting fucked with.
For real, I think our aesthetic, like as a collective, when all of us go out, pretty good. It's pretty strong vibe. People kind of leave us alone, or they're like really into it. Like that pub was like really cool to us.
Dude, I like the little local hangouts like that too.
Yeah.
I hate going to the busy bars. It's just a buzzkill.
Yeah, And then, like, you know, it's a whole different atmosphere, too. Like, then people, like, start fucking with us and, like, Hex. Hex looks like Hex. And you look like you. And so people are just like, what are you? What's going on here?
What is that? We did have a cute lady stop us yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
We were just doing outdoor photos on the phone on one of those nature trails, and she was walking her dog, and she was super sweet. She's like, oh, like, what are you guys doing? Is it like for an event? Or wait, it's our job.
I'm just working here, lady.
But the weather's been nice lately.
Well, like, it was like 88 degrees on Monday, and now it's like 65.
Weather makes no sense in Texas.
Texas.
If you don't like the weather, just wait like 15 minutes and it's something different.
It's okay. It's the only way I'll have it. I, like, actively try to think about, like, where could I go outside of, like, Austin. It's tough. Like, I can't think of any. I, like, miss old Austin a lot.
Yeah.
But even still, I think Austin is still a lot more, like, progressive than a lot of places. But, like, still seated in, like, the country where I'm comfortable.
Just expensive.
It's just expensive.
So expensive to live in Austin, Texas, y'all. Holy shit. Don't move here. It is expensive. Please stop moving here. We don't have that much money now.
I know this looks grand here. Presenting ourselves so good.
That TV? Did I tell you that I got that one?
No.
That was in the neighbor's trash. It was just sitting in their trash with a sign on it that said, free, it works. And now it's in the studio.
Heck yeah.
That's how I get stuff.
Look how warm we are now against her.
I know, it's a mess.
Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, this hemp is real nice.
It's real strong hemp, I tell you that. Let's see if we got any more questions. That other app. I do appreciate everybody that writes in, because this keeps me entertained a lot of the time.
I'll say some shit. I see some of y'all.
What is this? Ghost jewelry trying to reach to you. Yes. Yes, they are.
Here it is.
Every day.
They got
all
you.
Day.
On the
Today's podcast brought to you by out actually. But
how much money have you brought them?
how much money have I brought them? Hopefully none. Hopefully I'm losing on money.
What if it's the exact opposite?
I want this to be the first phenomena of like a negative sponsor. I want to.
You wanna take out ghost business?
Yeah, bear. It's annoying.
I heard they're like almost like a mafia.
Oh, is that the word?
I'd watch out. I'm not gonna say shit.
Yeah, better know.
Y'all can hit me up in my DMs. I need some jewelry. But I'm not gonna pay for it. But I'll wear it.
Wear it. Send it to me for free and I'll wear it.
Oh my god.
Pick another one.
Let's see. Ooh, most painful tattoo.
Most painful tattoo? Definitely my chest.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt. Right through the sternum.
Yeah, I don't have that. But that's what I hear.
And I don't have anything. It's just bone.
I also have sternum. Like, there's just nothing in anyone's sternum. There's nothing you can do. That's straight to the bone.
And you feel like rattling your rib cage kind of.
Yeah. Oh,
Not fun.
mine were my feet.
You know?
Yeah, I got them both done at the same time. And I did it during COVID because, indoors so I could stay elevated on my couch. But it was like probably like 3 to 4 hours a foot. And it really hurt.
What did it?
And I couldn't walk for like that week. And they swell up like jelly on top and you don't elevate. And it just felt like walking on Jello. It was so gross. And I had the new skin on it too, not the stuff that traps all the liquid. And so it was so gross. So the healing was terrible too on that. So I'm gonna say
Pete, I don't think I ever want my feet tattooed.
Oh, it's so rewarding. I love them so much. Oh my god, they're so cute.
Oh, you do get to flex in the summer, I guess.
If you want to see my feet, DM me. Smash. I don't know if you want to DM me, dog. Go on my Instagram, though. My feet are on.
Let's see. Apart from trying to go back to therapy, would you happen to have any advice towards mental health? I think we talked about this.
Yeah, we talked a little bit.
Meditating.
I think meditating.
Trying to.
I don't think therapy is bad. Like, if you can afford it, I understand, like, that's really where it's at. Like,
Absolutely.
it's just people can't afford it.
That's so expensive.
Yeah.
And insurance doesn't like to cover a lot of it.
Yeah, they really don't. But I do know that there's different ones that can, like, fit your budget that will, like, search for someone for you. But aside from therapy, like, yeah, I like to meditate. A lot of people like to go to the gym. A lot of people really like to go to the gym and turn it into, like, their therapy. I hear that a lot. I went to the gym for different reasons, and it does help with my mental health still, too, I think, yeah.
Definitely. I definitely feel better when I'm, like, moving my body and at least trying to be active
Yeah.
in some way.
I have to. I have to look a certain way. And, like, I am scared of, like, not. I'm gonna look like this forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Fair.
Yeah. Cut to, like, 5 years from now, I'll look even better. Yeah.
You will too. Watch him.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be covering more tattoos, too.
Dude, I do need more tattoos.
I'm addicted right now. I'm, like, fixated. So I just, any, like, disposable, like, fuck you money.
Yeah. All tattoos.
Cool.
Oh man, is that a long one?
Yeah, here we go. I've been talking to this guy for a while, and he knows I like him. All I'm trying to do right now is be as patient as possible. We still have not hung out due to work, but text throughout most every day. Any advice? Or do I just keep being patient and see what happens?
Oh man. Depends on how patient you want to be, I guess.
Yeah, especially if he is local, like, I guess if, like, this person is worth it, like, especially if they're talking all the time. Patience pays out, like, more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think being patient is, like, a very strong trait to have. Like, if you have the ability to be patient and, like, see things through at their own pace, then they're extremely rewarding. Like, I talk about tattoos a lot, but, like, you know how, like, I would not shut up for, like, the last 3 years about how I've been on a wait list to start, like, my back piece.
Dude, I remember those were the first things that we talked about. When we first, like, got to know each other, you were like, I had this really big back piece that I had planned.
Yeah.
All right, word. And I didn't really even know anything about that style.
Yeah.
Until we started hanging out.
Yeah. And then, like, being on that, like, 3-year wait list, I was just like, well, when it happens, I'm gonna be so, like, excited for it. But, like, instead of, like, being impatient and going to a different artist that could probably be on their books sooner, it wouldn't be exactly like what I had wanted and, like, sought after, and I probably would have been let down or disappointed in my decision later on. And so, like, I finally got to have the experience I wanted, and you took me there.
Dude, it was intense.
Yeah, and, like, you could just feel that energy, and it made the payoff of, like, waiting so much better. I think it was, like, a very euphoric experience for me. Like, you still have the print too. I gotta get.
Oh yeah.
Because I gotta
go
print
home with that today.
Yeah, because, it was, like, a very powerful day.
Dude, it was like a tattoo temple, and we took you in there. It was so cool.
I know. It was so cool. Like, art everywhere, like, sketches everywhere, and he's, like, fumbling fast and stuff. It was awesome.
Dude, that was one of those places where I did not feel comfortable, like, pulling out my phone or any kind of camera. Just, like, kind of, a sacred space. Like, don't be
Yeah.
blasting photos all over online. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, after I talked to him, he was like, "Oh yeah, your boy's cool to come back." He just was like setting up first, but then he's like, "He can come back anytime and like take those pics." So I gotta get those pics. Like, I need those. Like, I want some in black and white. I want some bokeh.
hey man, I'm ready to do it.
I'm so excited. I'm going back in June. Yeah.
I'll be ready.
That'd be cool. I wonder if he would let us do like a little vlog thing. Not be there the whole time, but like get enough to where like it'd be cool for your vlog.
It would be honor input. I don't want to ask people. With a lie. How many tattoos and piercings do you have?
You go first.
Me go first. I always lose count. I have so many fucking piercings.
I was like, how many do you have?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. I don't know how many tattoos I have.
Like 18 piercings.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Tattoos. It's stuck in.
Yeah. And then like, what are you like counting the different pieces or like the coverage? I'm not huge coverage or anything, but like I do just have this whole arm, and then my back, and then my feet, and I had my ribs, and I had to get those removed. Of course, the back tattoo.
That's an intense part of getting that too, is like having to get prior stuff removed.
Yeah,
To be tattooed.
like literally the worst part of the entire thing was getting tattoo laser removal on my ribs. Don't ever do that. Just find someone to cover up or love your piece, because like that was probably the most painful experience of my life. I cannot compare anything to it because it's like sensory horror too, because like you smell your flesh burning, you hear it zapping, and like your eyes are covered by those goggles and you just see light. It's just a whole not fun time.
Practically being melted.
Yeah, it was not fun, but worth it.
And the start of that looks so fucking badass on your phone. Would you want to post a photo of that, like in progress?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You gotta get in here with that print today too.
Yes. Well, I gotta have to go take it to the frame, so I'm gonna put it up on my wall. It's powerful.
Your forward's so cool.
It's scary, man.
And still.
Alright, do we have any more?
I think that's all the questions that I saw. And that's going to be it for us tonight. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If this is something you like, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I don't know. We'll link everything. I don't know how links will be. It'll be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Magic and editing.
I'm Bulkin Snorlax.
I'm Captain Sven. Later.
Bye.
So me and my breast